Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Daniel, I think you're the only one here. So maybe it'll be a short live stream, which would be all right with me. People must be busy today. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, brother? Hope you are well. I did the number 8 on the that series deal, and I left that as the last one. Maybe I'll do some other ones. We'll see how it goes. If I see something, I'll put it up. But I did that last night. So I procrastinated quite a while to do it. I enjoy doing them, but there wasn't too much. I mean, besides me, I can only say how great my wife and my family is here in Thailand so many times. But it pretty much revolves. But my wife got me this gigantic ring. It's got a dragon on the side, and I guess this is a natural ruby. I don't know. So I guess I'm wearing. I used to wear big rings like that when I was younger, but I haven't worn them in a while. She's gotten me both of these. This little silver deal here too. So I don't know. Might hurt if I hit somebody, I guess. I know Tommy had asked earlier on another venue on whether I was camping, and no, I'm not, sadly enough. My wife has agreed to call. I just want to make sure I can finish up the last thing. All I got to do is load the 125, pretty much. But to crawl down underneath there and check every nut and bolt and everything that he put in, and are you 100% finished? Because he hasn't got back in contact with me from 4 days ago, saying he was coming back the next day. So she's going to call him. So I'm going to let it just kind of slide this weekend, and maybe I'll just go by myself on Monday after I do the live stream or something, and go for a few days during the middle of the week, just by myself, just to Sisaket, that one that I had showed you guys. So that might be the plan. I just I don't know. Like I said, short of me climbing down underneath there and laying in the dirt and trying to see everything, I just want to get him there one more time. Make sure, are you done? Are you 100%? And then I'll feel better. But if that doesn't happen, then I will load up the 125 this weekend. Maybe drive it around town here on the outskirts of Surin for 20 miles or something, and just feel good with the way that it's tracking behind the truck and all that. And then Monday morning, maybe take off out of here. The meter and that monitoring battery deal is working great. So that's good. I think when I do pull it out of there, maybe I'll get the kids to get up on the roof and squirt down the solar panels and wash them off. We did get one good rain here, but the trailer was under the covers, so it didn't get a free washing. Neither did my truck. So I'm looking forward to that, because I like to do it at that place. You can drown a worm or whatever I decide to use for bait. I can actually fish. I can just relax maybe for 2 or 3 days by myself. The small koi pond's good. My wife got a few extra fish. She doesn't. Hey Andy, how you doing? Home safe and sound, I imagine. Um, she just doesn't understand that no matter what, in the last 35, well, however long, how many years I've been messing with koi, people could say, "Oh, I've got the best fish, and I scraped them and put it under the microscope, and they don't have anything." I've always had problems with um, my fish getting sick. Bringing in one. Well, she went to the green market. The front was all right. And still got to do a little bit with the filtration. I need to buy a new UV light, but it's real close. It's good. I had about 8, 10, 12 fish out of this pond in the back, and everything was going good. And sure enough, she came back with these big ass those goldfish that just kind of waddle around, about 5 or 6 of them, and dumped them in there before I even knew it. And sure enough, 2 days later, I got fish with their fins are pinned down and they're not looking good. So I'm gonna have to treat them either today or tomorrow morning, and I'll scrape them and see what it is. But otherwise, it's okay. It's hard, I know I've been there. That I see this, I really like it. That's why I think right outside this wall here, I'm going to build I don't know a treatment pond. I'll just keep like 2 or 3, 4 fish in there constantly to keep the bacteria going. And then when I get a new fish, or if I get a sick fish in the ponds, I could bring them out to that med tank and treat them the way they should be treated, and treat them when I bring them in. If I treat them like I normally treat them when they come in, I haven't had any problem. But to just take a fish and stick it in the pond, you're just asking for frickin' trouble. So anyway, hey Mark, are you here? From Thailand. Okay, I have to read. Good. I'm glad that you're here. Um, I got a shirt. I should have left the shirt there. I got to get the book and mark everything off. Bobby took off with 4 or 5 shirts. Jake is taking off on the 6th, I think, with 3 or 4 shirts. I think a couple of those are going to Logan and Jamie and Rob, and I can't remember. I got it written down, and then mark them all off, because I did give away too many or ones that I weren't planning on giving away at the meetup. So I just got to order a few more, and I want to keep some for my wife anyway, because like I said, I'm going to let her do it. It seems like most of the people are getting 800 to 1,000 for them. So I told my wife, let's get it and see there and try to keep it at below or at 400 or something in Thailand with shipping, and let her do her thing and put it in, because she's pretty much depleted that account now, because I talked to her last night about she had another person needed 1,000 baht or something and some other stuff. But I know that there's some more coming out there, and then on the 1st we'll be putting a chunk of money in the back in there. And I know that the people in Ubon are jonesing and chomping at the bit to get some help with their school. So we'll see what happens. Hey Justin, how you doing? Glad you could make it. A couple of things that I wanted to go over Thai related. I'm trying to think of at least a couple of little subjects. It seems like we always come up with something to talk about, but it's not on the happiest of notes. But I think if you're here in Thailand and you have a Thai wife, or maybe even if you don't, you should have a will here in Thailand, I guess is what I'm getting at. And what I'm going to do is, and we won't talk about it too much here, but I think I'm going to, I did use one attorney when we did the paperwork and stuff when we got married, and the translations and the this and the that. And he's right here in Surin. Go and sit down with him and see what it takes. And then I'll do an actual video with him on it. What you need. I don't think it's going to be that extensive, But I think the way that I feel that if you're here in Thailand, you're retired in Thailand, you should have a will here in Thailand. And it's basically just so nothing gets screwed up. Do I think that any of my stuff? Well, no. There's stuff in the States in place, and then there'll be stuff here in Thailand in place. I think it'll be perfect. So we'll see. Wear one down to the swing bench. Yeah, for sure, right? For sure. But yeah, you missed a party. It was a good fun deal. But we're going to do it again, and I think you're. I think he's going to pull the pin this time, and I think the middle of this year you're done, or is it the end of this year, Mark? He's tried to retire a couple, 3 times, I think, and it's hard for Mark to retire, I think, because they keep dangling. Here, look. But I think it's the middle of this year. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I think we're going to try to do them maybe as long as I'm still alive and kicking. We were talking about that the other day too. Hey, big guy, how you doing? Glad you can make it. Um, I think we're going to try to do them a couple times a year or something, and we'll try to time it to like when Daz is here and Jake is here, and But we had 40 people, which I thought was pretty good. So and it was fun. You put your face to the voice or the chat and whatever, and of course, me and Mark already met, but. Running overtime, looking like September. Okay, I'll leave that alone. I won't bust your balls about it. But yeah. So I'm gonna try to put that together because I really think that it is. There's 3 or 4, and you can see the gigantic ring my wife got me. um, 3 or 4 things that I think are really really important, and sometimes they get misunderstood. Um, I would never tell anybody to come here and try to live on 1,000 U.S. dollars a month. Um, I would tell them that it is possible. It depends on what you want to do. And like I said before, if you're in a position where you can either live in the States on 1,000 or in Thailand on 1,000, you're not going to be able to live in the States for 1,000, I don't think. But it is possible here. It's not, you know, it's better than the other option, of staying. But people, I've heard some other attorneys and stuff like that talking about, stuff. There's 3 major things. Make sure that if you're over 50, you've got it easy. Make sure you have your visas and everything in what you want to do in place before you come. Okay, I'm over 50. If I like Thailand, I'm going for a retirement visa and blah blah blah. This is what I put aside. This is how much it's going to cost, and I've gotten 2 or 3, quotes from different medical insurances, and this is what my medical insurance is going to be, and have a kind of there's 90, 200, 1,000 people out there that have done breakdowns on what the cost of living is. So you've got a pretty good. Hey, Randy. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Thank you very much, Randy. And Randy, I think, is coming soon too, which it'll be kind of cool to meet up with Randy. But so just keep in mind, that those are the I think absolute essentials that you need to how you're going to stay here visa wise, how you're going to get treated and get your medical and keep your health, everything that's got to be in order. And the rest of the stuff, I think, will fall in place. Like I said, you got a bunch of them. It's fairly easy here in Thailand. If you just want an off the wall little place, a 1 bedroom with air conditioning and probably maybe free internet, maybe free water, something like that. 200, 250, 300 tops U.S. dollars, and you can kind of when you know what the rent is, you can kind of put together. There's enough people out there doing videos on. You can eat on $5 a day. So if you're a single guy coming here, what I did was I just kept middle of the night. God, I'm a fat guy and I want to eat something. Potato chips, mama noodles, maybe some kind of candy, M&Ms or something. and then maybe milk and cereal in case you want a little meal. The rest of it, man, I just wouldn't. If you like Thai food, I mean, $5, I think is, and if somebody thinks different, by all means, put it in the chat. But I'm going to say, easily, I think a regular meal, and I mean regular, just like a pad thai or something like that, somewhere between 40 and 60 baht. So if you have that 3 times a day, it's about $5. Um, so it doesn't really, to me, the way that because excuse me, I like to cook, so I'm gonna, think I'm cooking for 20 people, and I throw away 3/4 of what I cook, or I got a refrigerator. I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna go out and get something to eat, and 5 days later, that food that I had bought is no good. But you'll figure that out as you go. Hey, Tip. Hey, gorgeous. How you doing? I live very comfortable in East San Antonio. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Like I said, the main thing is depends on how much your insurance is, and if you got, like I said, if you've got, 3 million US dollars in the bank, maybe you just want to fund your own insurance. That's fine. Most people, I think it's like 20. I don't know who here has. Hey, Jams here. I was talking about you the other day. I had a question to ask you. Hopefully, I'll remember after I get done with this small rant. The I think it's like 2,500, right? 2,500 a year, pretty close, depending on your age and pre-existing conditions and stuff like that. You got to take into effect, but just have something in place so that you can, because some shit's going to happen. Happened to me. I was in the procrastinating stage, talking to a couple of places, and boom, I get hit, and it cost me 1 million baht. So and back then the baht was stronger or whatever, or the dollar was weaker or whatever, and that was almost 30,000 US dollars. So let's see. But yeah, but and I know that Les living the dream is he lives on approximately the same. If I didn't have all these expenses that I've racked up, I could live on that very comfortably too. It just depends on what you're going to do. If you're going to go out and travel, you might spend 35,000 baht just traveling in a month. So you have to no, you got to know a budget on what you've got, and it isn't, like I said, it isn't. It's real easy, here. You're not gonna. It isn't there. Nothing's a large sum of money. I think the most that you're going to run into is probably your insurance. If you have a significant other, you don't have to pay an agency to do your visas and everything. It's 1,900, and then is it 3,800 for the multiple entry? I think it's 3,800. So it costs you about, what is that, 4 or 5, 6,000 a year for your deal, and that you can travel wherever you want to go. It it's very feasible, but like I said, that comfortable figure that sticks in my mind is 2,500, between 2,000 and 3,000, anywhere in there. I think is doable. Hey, Andrew, a lot going on. Oh, you're back in Udantani. What it was is I was talking to Bobby. Time to get going. Hey, Bobby. We had originally talked, guys, about going to Bangkok Bank when you got here and Jim getting a bank account. Okay. And you guys told me, no, their new thing is you've got to go to the U.S. Embassy, pay your $50 or $100, and they verify, saying, yeah, this is Jim and this is his passport. And then they would open up a bank account. Was that was Jim already on a retirement visa that you had got in the United States? Or was he on a tourist visa? Or was he on a retirement visa that he had got here in Thailand? Because I know that you guys went to another bank after that and you didn't need any of that, right? You went in and you actually got a bank account. So if you would answer those 8 questions, it would be greatly appreciated. Your truck's for sale. Okay. Who needs a truck? I know Bobby does, but he wants a Raptor. Um, hey, Lewis, how you doing, brother? It was good meeting you. Well, I was talking to my wife about you too because she's still kind of bummed that she didn't get to shake your hand. But I told her that maybe she'll come with me on New Year's, which would be awesome, and we'll have a night out, and maybe we'll get together for lunch so we can all or dinner or something. We'll figure something out. But yeah, if you could answer that, when Jim came and got his bank account, did he get his bank account? Um, on what visa was he on in the Great Kingdom of Thailand? If you're still here, you might have left already. And Andrew, I don't know what the. If you guys ever want to hang out, make sure that you don't hang around any place close to Andrew, because it seems like people die around him at least once a week. So the poor guy, my condolences. How many funerals have you been to in the last 2 months? 3, 4? I guess it gets that way though, right? Sooner or later, uh, all your aunts and uncles and all this stuff are getting. Well, I am at 67. The people don't live to be 67. So, hey, Joe, how you doing? Um, Everybody's saying hi to Coach, and Trip saying hi to Lewis. Did you guys meet up? Did you guys meet at the meetup? Tip, did you meet Lewis? Lewis saying hi to Joe. Lewis saying hi to Bobby and Jai. And I think you guys are on a bus still, right? On the way to Bangkok, I believe. And they're going back on the 1st. And then Jake isn't here, but he's going back on the 6th, I think. And Maui is going back on the 1st. Because I actually gave a shirt for Maui to Bobby, and they're going to meet up, I guess, in the airport terminal. Had been young, which that makes it even worse, right? Yeah, 67 is a 57. I hope so. I'm here listening. Can't say much. Hey, I appreciate all the support. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. And I guess maybe Jim and Meow Jam. Oh no, there they are. Jim got a marriage visa from the U.S. and the U.S. Embassy in Bangkok verified his passport. Bobby, are you watching that? So he got a visa from the United States, and they opened up a bank account for him. Didn't he get? Did you guys go to like the pink bank and you got one without the passport verification, or am I not remembering right? Bobby took a suitcase full. Um, all he met was Alex. Well, that was a good one to meet. Alex is a good dude. I wish I could have spent more time with. Yeah, it's hard, man. I got to figure it out. Next time that I come, well, I'm going to come in at New Year's to your New Year's thing, but I'm going to spend the week, 7 days, 8 days, whatever it takes. Because everybody that I see, we never have time. There's 20 people around or something stupid. Like there's no way that we're going to sit there and rap at your New Year's thing. There's going to be 80 people there, so we'll figure it out. But definitely one of the good ones you sat and talked to. Too bad you couldn't have got around. Um, so they say, Bobby, he just got it less than a year ago. I think it was less than a year ago. Hey, good morning. Hey, Joe, how you doing, Gift? Hope you guys are doing well. You guys are. I think you're going to get ready. You're getting ready for your trip soon, right? That's going to be awesome. I know that Gift isn't excited at all. She's all bummed about having to leave and go to Italy and tour around. She's excited, which is good. Jim got a blue bank for his visa. Yeah, they just gave it to him, right? So I don't know. Bobby has just had the hardest time with everything, trying to get a bank account, trying to get. It just seems like it's just been horrible for him. Yeah, she's got to be getting more and more excited. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a good trip. I'm looking forward to the videos. I still got to. I mean, my mom God bless her soul. She wanted me to go because we have massive amounts of relatives in Italy, all over Naples and um, Calabria, I guess it is. We're Calabrias and Napolitan. So a lot there, but all throughout. And she said, all I got to do is just show up, and I could stay years going from one house to the other, and I'd probably triple or quadruple in size. But you guys are going to have a good time. Let's get an update. Did you put a video out yet, or do you want to say it, or do you not want me to say anything? Because I'll leave it so that you can put it in your video. You let me know. I won't say anything. Tommy did though. He wants to know how the finger is. Um, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to. That's one of my Australia and Italy, probably the two bigger places that I want to go, where I'd have to actually have my wife go for like 2 weeks because it wouldn't be much going, and that would probably have to be only once a year. She only gets 3 weeks, I think, off. So, but like I said, Australia. When my family came out of Italy, half of them went to New York and half of them went to Australia. So I have quite a few relatives in Australia too. Yeah, I know. Over five, and oh, that's right, because that was when you came here. Because I've been here five. Me and Joe have. We didn't know it, or I didn't know it. We came within days of each other in the end of 2018. Kind of interesting, right? Bobby, just go to Bangkok by Sam Square. I've done many of expat banking. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I came here on a tourist visa. They told me when I first got here 5.5 years ago, when I was just saying about Joe, and I said, I really got to have a bank account. Oh, no, no. And I'm talking YouTubers, people on the streets, friends that I had met. Oh, no, you can't buy a scooter. You can't have a bank account. You can't. I went down in the day I had bought a scooter and had a bank account in 3 days. Got what they wanted. I got my proof of address from immigration. Is back then that's all they wanted. But Bobby's just having like brick walls in front of him saying he can't have anything, and he's got a long term marriage visa. I think it's marriage or retirement. I can't remember. I'll have to refresh my memory. All right, who did I miss coming in? There's one I missed. Hey, brother. Hope you're well. Um, can you explain the marriage visa process from the U.S.? Is it better to do it here or just get a no at the embassy and then apply? I would. Well, I think what the somebody might know more than me because I don't have a marriage visa. I heard they're kind of a pain in the ass. They want pictures of you with your arm around your wife underneath the address that you're on, with three people kissing you on the cheek and one person standing on their head. And I'm being a little facetious, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. But I think most of the time, if I came here and then got my retirement here, and I didn't have to show anything, no insurance, no nothing, but you should have insurance anyway. But I think that's the only thing. I think that maybe if Bobby's still here. If Bobby's still here, I think here we go. He's answering something here. I got my marriage visa in the U.S. I've had issues here getting bank yellow card. Yeah, and because he got now this, listen to this, and you guys tell me if you think this is right. He got his visa in the United States, his marriage visa, right? Right. I got my marriage visa. They're telling him here in Surin that he has to leave the country every 90 days to get his for his 90-day reporting. Never heard of anything like that in my entire life. But and Bobby said it. It's not only one. I mean, he've heard this from more than one source. So I don't know. That's why I say in Thailand, man, you never know. Like the stuff that Joe has to do and put you up, and maybe Chuck has to do in Tapanome, and what I have to do in Surin, we're all doing the same thing, and they want totally different stuff, and that's just part of Thailand. And if you let it get to you, it could be a nightmare. If you relax, and when it comes to, I can get upset over like building stuff and stuff like that, and I try to control it, and I've gotten way better. But anytime it comes to anything with immigration, it's the hats off and total respect and yes, ma'am, no, sir, yes, sir, whatever it is. And I've gotten it back the same, if not more. And I've said this before that, they'll help you as best they can as long as you're being polite with them. Just don't get upset. You're retired. If you're getting your retirement visa and it took you 2 days, that's 2 days out of 365 that you have to be bothered with. You're retired. Who cares? Take your time, relax. But I know, and I don't know on Joe's case because I haven't watched the process, but I know in Paige's and my wife, she's got a file this thick, and if they say, "Oh no, I don't need that, I need this," she goes, "There you go." So we pretty much got it down to a science. But it's cheap, if you're I would always suggest if you have the money to get the multiple entry, just because if you stumble out of the country, if you're a drinker or something, and you forgot to get your deal, you got to start all over again. So for the money, what is it? 3,800, I think, is what basically 30, 60, 90, $120, $150, something like that. I get it. And then with the other is another, it's under $200 a year, so just kind of put that in your budget and you'll be good. The marriage visa from the U.S. only for 90 days, and you have to apply 1 year married visa in Thailand. See, I don't know, Bobby. I think he did that. I think he had a 1 year. I don't know. We checked on the temple. They require all divorce documents translated and stamped. Just don't tell them you've been divorced. I've done that a couple of times. Not here, but if my divorce was before any kind of property that I acquired afterwards, it doesn't make a difference to anybody. So I don't put it in there. Of course, I don't have to do that and answer anything anymore. Here, Pierre's been here. Pierre's only been here in Thailand like 3 months, but he knows a lot. Pierre's been here forever. So let's see what Pierre has to say. He knows a lot about Thailand. If you get your retired OA visa from your country of residence, you will be required at time of extension a Thai health residence that will cost you around 26,000 baht per annum. That's for your medical insurance, right? I believe is what you're saying, Pierre. Hi, by the way. Hope you're doing well. If you've been divorced over 10 years, don't. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, they want to know in certain instances if you've got money or you've got something coming to you. Does someone have a hold on that or whatever? But if whatever has been gone, like it was with me, 45 years ago or something, I don't even mention it because they want all sorts of crap for no reason. Bobby's just going to go in and say, I've got 100,000 US dollars. Can I just get a visa till I die? And he's hoping to get the dying visa, which is a roll the dice, pay 100,000 US dollars. And if you live to be 138, you get a 50-year visa. And I'm just kidding, of course. But Bobby's had a hard time. Everything, it seems like nothing's come easy to Bobby and Jai since they got here. Yeah, you guys are gonna do. You're gonna chase that chocolate man in a van around the U.S. for a while, right? You're gonna try the van life, right? If I'm not mistaken, because I think Robbie had mentioned that you might look at his van. I think he's got a Mercedes. I don't remember. It sounds nuts, but it's frankly easier to just show up on a visa on arrival. Yeah, exactly. If you've got the money, and if you don't have a significant other, I would definitely suggest that. If you're like Logan and like what James was facing, he was 46 years old or 45 or whatever he was, and he just got the 5-year elite. He doesn't have to worry about it. Doesn't have to say, "Oh, I swear I'm going to college. I am learning." Doesn't have to worry about none of those visas. Paid his money, when this one expires, then he can do whatever he wants to. But he didn't have to worry about it, and by the time it expires, he'll be 50. So, which I think he is 50 now, but he's in the United States. um, yeah, it is. If you have the dough, it's definitely an option to go do. I don't know what, and I'm only guessing. If you want to go, because I know Mitch did it and a couple other people did it, and I want to say it was somewhere in the 20,000 baht range, so maybe $1,000 or something, and they helped him do his visa, helped him do buy his scooter, helped him get his driver's license, helped everything, and that was out of Pattaya. So if you have it, it's definitely a way to go. I'm under 50, married to a Thai in the U.S., so I need a marriage visa, 400 an account, from what I understand. And I don't know if well, she's Thai, she won't need it. Yeah, it could be that way, but I don't know the under 50 thing. I'm sure it is because it's a marriage visa. It's not a retirement visa. Hey, how you doing, Johnny? The Thai system requires that you have certified document of single status in your country from your embassy. Yeah, I think I had to. I can't remember now. It's been so long. Because we did the legal married first, because I had to have, before I could put her on the one retirement that I have, that I take less now when I turn 65, and then she gets a chunk of money for the rest of her life if I die. I wanted to get that done. So we did the legal part of it, and we didn't do the marriage deal until we did the ceremony, until we did the house party and housewarming and marriage party and everything here in Surin. So we did it ahead, and it's been a long time, but I had to fly to Bangkok, and I was all over the place getting stuff, translated into Thai and blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of stuff. But are you planning on, and I don't, FC, are you planning on, getting the visa in the U.S.? Or are you gonna just get it when you come to Thailand? Because I think it makes a difference. And Rob saying yes. So see, if you go online and check Thailand visa requirement, it'll explain what you need. He is Jay here? I didn't see Jay. There, look at him, sneaks in and out. How you doing, Jay? Let me see. If you ever got divorced, bring your certificate copy from every page of the official stamp from home. Yeah, I mean, it's good to have. I just wasn't going to chase around and do a bunch of crap for no reason. But I can't condone that. Always do things the best way that you can. Certified and stamped in the U.S., Jai has been really studying up on the requirements of 5-step process, and that's for what? That's what I have. Visa is a non-O, done in Thailand. That's what I did here. No health insurance. 800,000 in the bank. Or you can do I was on the O and I did the 67,000 showing coming in each month. Now I've got 800 in the bank because the ladies told me we spent 3.5 hours checking every deposit that had come in because we were building the Ubon house, and before that we were building the Serin, so there was a lot more than that coming in, and they have to mark. I said, couldn't you just stop at 800? She said, no, we have to do the whole year. She said, so if you could, you would have been gone 3 hours ago. And so after that I went ahead, and this last one that I got was the first time that I renewed with the 800 instead of the 87. So Joe's saying 35,000 US for what? Retirement visa and multi-entry costs around. For what? Why would it cost that much money, Joe? It shouldn't cost any. The retirement visa is 1,900 baht, and the multiple entry is 3,800 baht. So that's under 6,000, 5,800, 5,800 baht. That's nothing. $200, something like that. Yeah, that's what everybody's telling me too, Mark. And well, from what I've seen, Chuck being one of them. Chuck, I think, was on one, and it was a real pain in the rear. Makes your head spin. It's pretty easy, Randy. Once you get once you get once you get here and get it done one time. That's why a lot of the people are saying, if you have the money and you don't have you got your wife, you're coming here, you don't have a Thai wife or a Thai friend or whatever. Um, it's just you pay them, and I think if Mitch was here and watching, I want to say it's like somewhere around 1,000, 1,500 U.S. dollars to pay for them to help you get everything. I think, but we'll find out. Somebody will talk up. Is that for what? For the marriage visa, Bobby? I don't know yet. I'm thinking of getting married again legally in Thailand on our next vacation. There, we can just bring our. Yeah, the only thing that you're gonna have everything translated into some stuff translated into Thai. So that's what I did here, but it wasn't that big a deal. I spent like 2 days in Bangkok and running around while my wife was here. I did it myself, so shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, get it, Liz. Yeah, I think so too, Jay. Yeah, the embassy doesn't certify document things they have in the past. Now they switched to a simple notary service, which has been adequate for the Thai needs. It stamps and it's the same. Yeah, what I couldn't believe is that when Bobby, when Jim and Meow told me that they wanted to get the passport certified. Well, they just let you into Thailand on this frickin' passport. Now you're saying it needs to be verified? You let somebody into a country all around the world off of this passport. It doesn't make much sense to me. That's why I asked him, it was only one bank, and she said no, it was all Bangkok banks. But I think that's just insane. Make sure you get them. Yeah, exactly. Um, Jim had marriage visa for 1 year and changed to retirement visa. Yeah, I think it's a lot easier, right? Everybody that I've talked to has said that. Hey, how you doing, Focus? From Japan. Awesome. I've been watching your videos. If you guys aren't subscribed, please think about subscribing. That was when I was on with Joe um, on his live stream. The gentleman is now traveling, retired vet, and good content out of the Philippines, right? Am I right or wrong? I think the Philippines. How do y'all marriage visa done so many years ago? Very easy when you have the right wife. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, when they're taking care of it all, you don't have to worry about it. 400 if you're married. Everybody's saying hi, Jason, um, hi Bobby. There's Maui. How you doing, brother? I started with an IRO from Thai embassy in Houston, held for 90 days, then started retirement visa with the 800 and stayed it over when I met. Yeah, I don't know what Bobby's going to have to do. I think he's got some kind of a plan now, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Multiple entry is the go. We all need some time out. Yeah, I do, for the money wise, because it's not, what is it, 1,900 baht for a single entry. So if you're going to come more than 3 times or whatever, 2 times in and out of Thailand in that year, I just think it's, if you have the extra dough to throw away $100 or whatever for peace of mind, I just get the multiple entry. Just seems a lot easier. Bobby saying hi to Lance, who is Maui, in case anybody's wondering. It's hot on the train. How you guys take the train? And I like trains, but I like air conditioned trains. Their jam put up focuses. If you guys would, it would be highly appreciated. I came 2 years ago. Put 400 in the bank for the family visa. Done, easy peasy. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard pros and cons. Like I said, I mean, for if it depends on, again, it's all relative. Do you have 400 or do you have 800? You've only got 400. I would I would do it that way and see what happens. Because, like I said, to some people it's a pain in the ass. To other people it's easy peasy. So yes, Philippines, right on the money. Have a good day to all. Good. Yeah, I'll look forward to the videos. I want to. That's another one on my bucket list over in Japan. Thanking you. Cool. Okay, I'm caught up. Paul in Asia. Oh, I didn't see Paul. Hi, Paul. Oh no, he's not here. He just went through all. Agent took him 2 months to get everything. Even bought a car. Yeah, and Mitch I know is involved in traveling, so I think he's traveling towards his new residence. But I know it wasn't, and I just don't know the. It didn't take him that long. It was smooth as heck, and like I said, God, I want to say it was 20,000 baht or something. I don't know. Yes, that's what I did, Joe. But what they made now, what they did do. Now I went in, was here on a tourist visa. Everybody's telling me, no, you can't get a bank account. Bam, bam, I get a bank account. When I went in to ask, I need another bank account. They said no. They said you need to have a long-term visa. As soon as I got my retirement visa, went back to Bangkok Bank. Boom, boom. They opened up my second bank account, and that's what I do now. I leave 850,000 baht in, and I don't touch that now. It just sits there because it's a pain in the ass for them. If there's money going in and out of there, it's harder for them to make their checks and stuff when you're doing your once a year um, update. So um, I have two, one 400 and one for spending. That's what I have too. Same thing. And it seems to work out good. And the gals were right. I mean, they did. They spent over 3 hours checking my 1 year deal. Not this last time, the time before, and that's when the gal said, because I thought it was funny. I thought she was going to want to get greased or something. Said, "Do you have any money?" I said, "Well, that's a weird question, but yeah, I think I do. Do you have enough to put 800,000 for your retirement?" And I said, "Yeah, but I kind of been hesitating, but now I'm more. I don't. I feel very secure having money here in Thailand." And she said, "You would have been out of here 3 hours ago. We had to check all these things." I said, "All right, I'm going to go ahead." And I did it that next week. I didn't procrastinate too long. Um, what did Mark say? One bank for the bars, one. Yeah, and I put a separate 100,000. It's been almost a month now. 100,000 baht in a separate. Now I have three bank accounts at Bangkok Bank because I asked them, "Can I get a credit card, a Thai credit card?" And they said, "Yeah, sure you can." How much do you want it for? And I said, "I don't know." They said, "Well, whatever you want to put in there, that's your limit." So, and I guess they do that with Thai people too. So it isn't like it's way out there in left field. Because I know that I can't remember, somebody else has one, a Thai person. So I haven't gotten it back yet. I've had the bank account for 3 weeks, a month, but she said you just got to wait for it to come in the mail, and then you'll know whether you got approved or not. But I don't know my score. I said, "What do you go off of?" And so I know my scores in the states are above 800, so I don't think there'll be a problem with credit. But we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know, and I won't show you the number, but I'll show you the. I think it would be good because I want to keep track of everything when I go places. How much did I spend? If I do all my expenses through the card, take my money out of there that I want for cash and everything at the end of each month, I'll know exactly what I spent on everything. I think it'll be good. Okay, let's see. It says 800 in a Thai bank is dead money, and the account in his own name, nobody will get the money, only solicitor bank and the government. But if you're married, your wife will get it. But the the also, just so you know too, because I think what you're saying here too, the account is in your sole name, and that's a good point that Gorgeous made. You can't have your wife on that account or your whoever. It's got to be your sole deal on there. Yeah, Thai Secure Bank. I just think it'd be a good way for me to keep track. Like, how much did I spend, and how much did I do that? And I'm getting old and I can't remember stuff. Although I don't use power tools, so I feel pretty safe with all my digits I've got. We won't go into that. We'll let Craig do a video on it. Um, Release it to your wife or family. That's why I said when I was talking earlier, I think that everybody. I don't think it's going to be that expensive. I'll let you know because I'm going to go do it. Is have a will here in Thailand, and you can state all that stuff in the will. I'm sure I'll ask him those questions, and maybe it'll put some people's mind at ease if they know that. Yeah, what's the somebody give me the I didn't give you guys my only update on financial deal. I show gold at 38,280 for a bot of gold and 36.445 on exchange rate. So exchange rate's good. If you've got a few dollars I don't know if it'll get any better. I think it will, from what I've heard. But at 36, almost 36 and a half is a pretty damn good deal. Doesn't matter if you're married or not. Your wife must empty the account before informing. I've got those. Those are ongoing with my wife. She knows exactly what to do when I go, and one of them is that not take any chances. Worry about showing them the paperwork after. But I think it's a good idea on the will. I just think it's a good thing to have everything tidy. That's why I did the I wanted to make sure that I got that one retirement that I have out of the Operating Engineers Union. I wanted to make sure that they. I don't want her to have to go through any kind of misery. But we had to do quite a bit of paperwork. Had to show marriage licenses and all this kind of stuff. And now she's in the system there because I didn't want her. Once I croak, she'll probably be devastated for at least 25 minutes before she rolls onto the next guy. But which I hope she does. God bless her. More power to you. But yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they say. I will definitely let everybody know. Joe says wait for 37. It could go there. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. But I think if you're moving a little bit of money, it wouldn't be a bad exchange rate right now. I scan for all the payments as well as careless withdrawals from the ATM. Perfect accounting, all expenses, even $40. Yeah, and they don't charge you anything, do they? If you use your credit card in the ATM, do they charge you for that or no? You probably know better than I do. Yeah, I think so. I'll let you know, but I don't think it's. This guy was a little bit expensive, but before, but I think I don't know. We'll find out what it is. Like I said, it's all relative to peace of mind. With me, knowing that she's going to get enough money to take care of her, the kids, her family, her mom, her dad, everybody, uh, until she dies, lets me sleep at night very well. Although I don't sleep that good anyway. But for that aspect of it and her taking care of, it's a good thing. No charge. QR code shows on the screen. Just withdraw. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I can't see them turning me down, but I guess you never know. I've got that third bank account now, so she said that it takes like 2 weeks for a Thai person. So she said just double that. I said okay, sounds good. Um, that's why many long-term expats use visa agents and facilitate. Yeah, like I said, once you get everything set. And if you do have a Thai significant other, and once you do it once or twice because I don't even know. Let's just see under that deal to get if you go in, and this isn't going to take into effect your getting your little pictures and all that kind of crap, but 3,800 for a multiple entry, 1,900 for your visa is 57 divided by 36.4. No, Eh, 30, 3,800 plus 1,900 equals divided by 36.4, $156. So $160 and each year. Um, and if for budget purposes divided by 12, you need to put $15 a month away for your retirement to renew your retirement visa. So, but the first time I know it's a pain in the ass. And like I said, what is 20,000 now? And I'm only guessing. Somebody else knows what these guys charge. Let me know. Divided by 36.4. 500 and for $550, which I think is reasonable to me. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they charge 50,000. I don't know. But 20,000 or 25 rings in my brain. Might even have been 15,000. All right, take it easy, guys. Have fun. Um, and never get a marriage visa. If you split up, you have 7 days to leave the country. Really? Gorgeous knows. You know way too much about this this subject. You shouldn't have to know that much. Um, but I just think it'd be a good idea to have um, sorry, to have a will. So what I'll do is I'll either make a video on it. Hopefully, this guy will let me video him and stuff, and maybe try to get some stuff out. I want to start doing a little bit besides the trailer stuff, doing some more stuff that people will actually use. Be of interest to them. Yeah, no choice if you're under 50. Exactly. But I don't know. Like I said, if the marriage visa would sounds like the way that you would go. And like I said, it's all once you get it down, everything's a pain in the ass here in the beginning, a little bit. Okay, it depends on how high strung you are. I took everything down 10 notches, and do I still get upset over stuff? Yeah, I'm not happy about it. My wife's not happy about it. But anything to do with the government and getting your license or anything like that, it's a hat off and yes sir, no sir, and it works. So yes, Tommy, I do. Um, my plan is to spend all of my money. Yeah, that's what I told my kids. I said I'm going to spend, and I'm just going to leave you just a little bit in debt. I want to make sure I get all that dough gone. Leave myself just a little bit. Yeah, exactly. There you go. And another bike. And I've been looking at Harleys again. I'm also I got to stop looking. They're just too. I don't want to spend that money. I got to finish the 750 and get it out on the road. Um, I might even do something on it today. I got the running boards I need to put on. I still haven't put on the sissy bar, and I still got to get it back and have them rejet those carburetors, and then I think it'll be all right. What did you say? Toilet paper as long as a witness. Yeah, I think so, and they probably would take it too. But I want to see what this guy charges. And if he wants $1,000,000, I ain't gonna do it. But I'll find out what he wants. Whatever you do, don't take a gun. Yeah, no, probably not a good idea. Honda wings. Yeah, give. I just give all. Yeah, exactly. That's all. Well, I don't know. I don't. She gets a money to run the house and do all that, but I still keep money for myself too. Oh, that's right. Is anyone put in there what it is, Jim? I think it's a 2023. I want to say it's a year old or 22 or 23. Is it 4-wheel drive? I know it's white, 4-door. Um, Tell us a little bit about it. Maybe somebody will want a truck. Hey Scott, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Yeah, I just want something here for her. That's all. Not anything. Just for the tie. They aren't going to enter. They're not going to intertwine because there's nothing in my name here. So there's no reason for that to be it. But I just want them because she says if she's because I said I guess because I talked to you guys about it before, that I really am. I'm going to stay. If she passes or something freakish happens with the guy with the horrible sense of humor, um, I'll stay here. And I said it in one of the videos or whatever that, if I need anything, I'm not going to abandon the kids and that kind of stuff. I'm done. I'm 67. What am I going to do? Start it? I feel relaxed enough. I'll do my little trips in the van and or the trailer and stuff like that. But um, she said, no, I'm still entitled to property, not property per se, but the interest in there still can be had for me. In other words, you don't, you know, now I don't know whether that means I stay here and I have to stay here because obviously I can't own the property, but somehow she told me. And my wife's pretty sharp, so I mean, I wouldn't take that if somebody was telling me that and we weren't married. And yeah, just marry me. It's all right. Don't worry about it. But we'll see. They're gonna go try van life in the states for I don't know until they get tired of it. Kind of like James. I don't think he knows how long he's going to do it. But they're going to run around the country in van life and see about that. It is a Ford truck. I know that much if they haven't put it up. Four door, diesel. I don't know what year did they put up anything. You're saying buy. Did you put? Yeah, I think the dealership. Yeah, they might. Did you guys already leave Meow? They probably did. But I know it's Jake is looking. He might be interested. Okay, there you go. Is she still? Are you guys still here, Jim? You guys still here? I know it's a Ford. I know it's a four door. If you look at Chuck's old videos or their videos, you might see it in there. But I know they helped Chuck take that green electric car to Pachuap, uh, Currycon, and you can see the truck there. But I don't know if it's four wheel drive or not. Does anybody know? But I think it's got only a couple of years old at most. 23, 22 at the most. Um, they bought it pretty much when they got here, and I think they've been here 2 years now because it's unbelievably how fast Mitch has been here. And I can remember. I don't know. Time's going by way too fast. It is a good truck, right? It's a nice truck. So, yeah, I don't know. So if somebody's interested, send them. I'm sure that you could go to their YouTube channel and find their email address, or if somebody's got their email address, put it up and email them and find out what they want. Yeah, it's a Ranger. I don't know which one, LTD or I don't know if it's a. I think it's just a regular truck, but I don't know if it's four wheel drive or not. Yeah, I would think that they. I don't know. Maybe they're planning not to. They haven't. I haven't talked to them about it. I know that they're going, but I don't know when they're. I know originally they were going to build in Udon, but I think they've kind of put that on. So maybe they want to. They're not. I guess the little bit that I did talk to them about it was that they're not ready. I don't think they're ready to 100% just shut down retirement mode. Um, they're going to go cruise around the United States, which isn't a bad deal. Nothing wrong with that. So I guess if they don't know, like I said, to put it up on Jacks or something, maybe it's easier to just do it. And I don't know, the Fords hold their value really well, so don't know. He said 1 year in the van. Could be. I'm sure if they're liking it, they'll go as long as they. I mean, I wouldn't stop because I set a deal, so we'll see. And did you answer because I haven't been watching? Is your hand okay? I'm sure you probably answered it, or maybe you did say I'm going to put a video out, or maybe you already did put a video out. But I'm curious to know that you're uh, okay. Hmm. Everybody's saying hi to each other, which is always good. I posted already. Oh, you put a video, or you posted in here that you're okay. Joe's back. I'm young compared to Ron. I think Bobby's in his plans. He's not going to be back for a while. I know I tease him all the time, but I think 6 months. So we're looking. What would that be? He's going to go April, May, June, July, August, September. September. Oh, okay. The Loud and Gore. I will check out the video. So if you guys are curious, I'll give you a little insight. There's a possibility that he might have hurt himself with a power tool or some kind of a tool or something. So you'll have to go watch the video to see what's up. That sounds about right. I had a 4-wheel drive one that was 2-wheel drive. The 4-wheel drive that I was looking at, if I wasn't going to get either the Wild or the one I did get, was 999. It was like $1 million baht, and that sounds about right. If a 2-wheel drive's about 800, then it was there. What was it called? What's mine called? Storm Track. The Wild Track 2-wheel drive was $1 million. And I think the 4-wheel drive was 1.2. Mine was 1.4. And if you go for the Raptor, it's 1.8 or 9, almost 2 million. I admire. I can do it. Shiplap, bad account repeats itself. Am I self-insured? I don't know what that is, but okay. Joe posted it. I'll come to visit you in Seren, Dave. We can have lunch at the Fantasy and talk about Bobby. All right, cool. Yeah, come on down. I got room. I got room here if the kids aren't here. That's good. Oh, I still got half a sip of coffee. Sorry, I'm spitting them there. Hey, Tip. Still looking young. Like I said, man, he's in good shape. I just soon sit out with a drink in my hand, ice full, and point and things for 400 baht a day. I'd rather do that. Now, have you heard of a YouTuber named Les? Yeah, sure. Les, I met in Pattaya, and his wife. Les is a good man. We talk quite often, actually. Really a nice guy, and he knows a lot of stuff too. FC. He's really sharp. He managed, I believe, bars back in the day in Pattaya, and he knows a lot about Thailand. Definitely one that you want on your list. And when he does live streams, if you want to ask questions or even send him stuff, he'll answer them. Yes, Les is a one of the good guys. You just put new Raptor stickers on your D-Max. That works. Yeah, he's one of the good ones, right, Mark? I really like Les. Wait till we're back. Yeah, you get. Bobby doesn't have any room there. They don't have room for anybody. What he's done is it's only one floor now, and he's completely shut off the whole rest of the building, so he can tell everybody, "No, we have no room." Just kidding. Hopefully, he comes back. We were talking about that. He's got a bunch of stuff to do, so hopefully, he gets it done and gets back. I learned electrical. Yeah, he was an electrician. Yes, I believe so. I watch some of his videos and get advice, marriage visas. He has one. His videos are really informative. Yes, he knows his shit for sure, no doubt. And he's a good man, stand-up guy. You know, with the suspension. Glasses are not nice. Yeah, there's a lot of different. Like I said, there's a lot of good information. Just it's YouTube. I mean, anybody can jump on. Just make sure when anybody's telling you anything from YouTube, just take it with a grain of salt and go to the site and look at the government stuff and verify stuff for yourself. But I'm gonna stand up for Les and say he's in the 99 percentile deal. If he's telling you, he's got a pretty good idea that that is what's going on. And like I said, it's really weird. If you, it sounds like obviously you're familiar with Thailand if your wife is Thai and you visit here, obviously. Um, it just changes, man. Anything that somebody's doing, one just an hour from here in their part of the woods could be totally different than what I have to do for any particular thing here in Thailand. A lot of the stuff you have to realize they leave up to their immigration personnel. That's why don't ever get an attitude. Don't ever, they're in charge. If they want you to hop on one foot and recite something, and or they're not going to do anything for you, you're screwed. You got to do what they say. So if they have something that's a little different than everybody else, just roll with the punches, man, and you won't have any problem. That the Thai people I found are willing to bend over backwards for you if you're treating them. I've always been that way. You treat people the way that you want them to treat you is a good way to live life, I think. And it does happen here. They will help you. Yes, it is in English. Yeah, the T-Birds. You want to buy them, Tommy? Bobby will give you a hell of a deal on them. Need the money for his Raptor. Yeah, he does. Mark taking off? All right, Mark. Have a good one. I'm going to change the locks again. Yeah, have fun. How long are you here for when you go back? Or did you already take off? Did you already leave the chat? Everybody saying bye to Mark. But I know Maui's still listening. I saw on, I think it was Facebook that they bought, before you guys left, obviously, I think you bought your daughter a new scooter, I think, right? Or am I insane? 5 weeks, cool. I bet the missus and the kids happy for that. That's a good chunk of time. I will do my due diligence, and ultimately, if I want to get something done right, yeah. Yes, yes, yeah, exactly, exactly. But you've got a good one in Les. Les is he's a stand-up dude. He and he knows a lot about more than me. He's been here a long time. Uh, but like I said, here, take it with a grain of salt. If I say it and somebody else verifies it in two or three, you could probably think that pretty much it's pretty close to what you're going to do, but just verify it. Makes sense, right? Bobby will give you the years. All right, Mark, have a good one. We got still 21 people here. You guys, oh, no, drop down to 18. How long we been doing this? An hour and 15 minutes. Yeah. What am I doing today? I don't know what I'm doing today. I think I might still, even though the guy, I think my wife's going to call the solar man on the back winch and all that stuff. I think I might get the kids out there and try to load up the 125 out there, and I still have to move some stuff there too. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Good morning to you. Um, do your best to smile. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, once you're retired and you're here, you pretty much got all the time in the world, right? That's the way I look at it. Does it really matter if I had to come back the next day once a year for my retirement visa? Not really. I mean, uh, you know, and if you can't, if you get a little upset, just suck it all in and head out of there, head over to the bar and have a beer, relax, take a very deep breath, go in the next day, give them what they want. They'll give you what you want, and you're on your merry way. Are you a member of the Thai legal protection? They have attorneys and retainer. No, I don't. I didn't know anything about that. It's interesting to know, though. I did not know. Maybe somebody here did. Does anybody know anything about that? I have been roped into Thai versus room pool completion today. Kicks off at 2. Thai. Oh, Competition in what? Volleyball or what? What are you playing in the pool? Um, your T-shirt should be there soon, Robert. I hope that 6 is going to fit you. And Randy's is on the way. Andrew got one. Quan got a shirt. I got to get on that book and mark it all up to see what I got to order. I got to order a few shirts and remember who I gave them to, who I didn't. But I'm pretty much, I think I've got it under control. And then, like I said, I'm gonna leave it up to my wife. Let her. She's the one that's the AdSense account is in. Like I said before, everything goes to her. Everything goes back to Thailand. 90% to kids, but it could be adults, Thai people that are 90, or whatever, need help. My wife makes that decision. But a letter in case people like the way the shirt looks. I think I'm gonna get some coffee cups made because I want one, and stuff like that. And I'll let my wife sell them. But like I said, everybody that I see there, 900, 1,000 bought a shirt. I'm thinking that I want her to keep it down as low as possible. My wife's happy to make anything to give back to Thailand, and I think they're going to be around the 400 baht deal, which I don't even know what is that. 3, 6, 9, 12 bucks, $10, something like that. So I'll let you know. Yes, your shirt is on the way, Joe. I don't remember who I gave it to. I have to look and write it up. It's either with Jake or with Bobby. And I think it's with Bobby because we had originally said that I guess I should have given yours to uh, to Jake because I guess he could almost throw it out his front porch and land it near where you live. So anyway, but I think so. It's with Bobby, I believe. In the air Monday, John. There you go. If Bobby gives the shirt to me, I will make sure Tommy J and Randy gets theirs and Jason sent one for Jason. Did I send one for Jason? I don't know. No, I don't think so. Did Jason put size and everything on the page? I have to look. I don't have the book in front of me. But yeah, I know he has Tommy J's and Randy's, so he'll give them to you. And I have one for Gorgeous too. I don't know how. I got yours. I got one for a lot. I got a lot of people. The ones that I think are going to be the hardest is going to be Brock because he's back in, or he's gonna, he's back away. Somehow I have to figure out how to get him. But the hardest one's going to be actually probably Nikki in the UK. I don't. I think I'm just going to have to man up and pay the whatever it takes to ship it to her. She's a great supporter and might have to do something like that because I don't know anybody flying back and forth from the UK. We don't have that many subscribers that are from the UK. Yeah, he doesn't have one for Jason. I got to look and see if it's in the book. I have Line here. Let me pull up Line for a second. Do I have Jason? Robbie, Daz, Logan, Aaron, Scott. I got Scott's too. Ralph, I know I sent off Ralph's. For some reason, I don't see it. There's Brock's, Randy's, Tony Hubbard, Jake, Nanette, Mitch, Maui, Mark, Joe, Ryan, Andrew and Quan, the Ron family, 3 there. Jay Easy, John Poe. Huh. I don't see it on there. So if somebody gets me a size, let me know. I know it's Aaron's I sent off too. Huh. Okay. So imagine that. But anyway, um, I think you got Jay. I thought I had it too. I have to look over again and find out. Yeah, I think Bobby wanted to meet up with Randy too. So maybe you guys will all go out to lunch or something. Are you coming back? Are you obviously you're going to be in the States, right, Robert? You guys ought to all meet up for. You're not that far away from each other. Pick a very close non-Mexican food restaurant if you're gonna do a video on it. I don't want to see anybody eating good Mexican food. And you guys ought to meet up and do it. Well, I thought I had two Jasons. Um, hey Joe, thanks. I appreciate it. It'll go to the wife, but I'll do that. Jason will be in May. Okay, so then I do. I don't ever call him. I always call him Jay. Uh, 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 uh. So, well, let me make sure. Are you still here, Jay? Looking, I have a medium, which I don't have for his gal, and an extra large for Jay. So I have to order the medium. So should work out good. I think I'm going to order a couple of smalls this time, just to uh, because I know like the ones that Fa and her friend and a couple of the others, Quan is like this big around. I could have probably they could have got away with smalls, but the medium fits nice. I don't know. I like it a little looser. Again, thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I think unless everybody's under restraints. I know that Robert, if he's coming out there, are you going to be in California long, or are you going? Are you going straight to the Midwest? Yeah, I'm retired. Hey, Dave, request a shirt. Long time. Would love to attend the shirt meetup. What? Let's see. I think I had. See, I thought I had one for Jay. Let me see. Let me see if I have. If not, we had a meetup already. Let's see. But I got Nikki's Mama Bear. Trip, I gave one. Cabo. John, which is he's not here today. Mama, John Poe John. And we just figured that Jay Easy is Andrew. I don't know. I do have a pen here, but I don't have anything to write on. Are you going to be here in uh, Thailand? Because I maybe you put it. Did you put it on the Jared? Did you put it on the page on my YouTube page? Because I know there was someone there. Let me look. I can look at that real quick. Let me look. Come on. We're having fun now. But let's see. Come over to the community page and come down to where you see the shirt. 38 comments. And I've got Joe. I've got Going Grays, Mitch, Robbie, Simply Nanette, Daz, Paul. I got to get a hold of too. Moonwa. We didn't meet up. I got his shirt. I think. Maui, Brock, Gator, Jack Bree, Mark in Thailand, Andrew, Jay Easy, um, all Thailand 24, extra large. I don't even know who is that. I put reply. Let me see. Got it. Oh, okay. Ida, that's Ryan, Gorgeous, Ralph, Randy, and Tony. So let's see. Is there more? Okay, Robert Mack, Scott Hummer, and Ron John. Okay, so go to the um, uh, let's see. Where are you? JR, go to my YouTube page, go to um and I'm saying this so that I remember. Go to the community page. You'll see the T-shirt there. Make a comment on there. Give me a size and when you're going to be in Thailand or whatever, and I'll make sure that I put it in the book that I'm looking at in front of me, and we'll get you a shirt. Let's see. Am I behind on stuff? Good plan. I do taxes on the 8th. There you go. All right. Take it easy, gorgeous. Um, hello. The 2XLs fit. Oh, cool. Okay. So it did fit good, Andrew. Good to hear. Randy, Sir Robert, I can pick up yours too. You nice enough to drive. There you go. Later, gorgeous. I watched your whole video series on your life in Thailand. It was excellent. I think you'll be an inspiration to older people. Cool. I hope so. That's why I did it. That was one of the main reasons for it. So I'm glad that at least people are getting that, because they could stumble across that video at any time. Depending on what they're searching for. Um, I probably should put a better search criteria in there, because I'm not very good at that crap. And maybe I'll get more, because it's really weird. Like if you look at it, only 200 or 300 views, which is normal for me. But I got one in there that was 2,300 views, and got like 60 subscribers out of it too, which was awesome. Okay, yeah, just put it in there, and then I'll figure out how to get it to you, and I'll write it in the book. Um, I would say put it on here. I actually have a pen in my hand, and I got no freaking paper, and I don't have the book. Ah, uh, Randy, our McDonald's lady was real. Yeah, is that where you guys going to meet up, McDonald's? So that hopefully she'll be there again, or what? Um, but yeah, you guys ought to all three try to meet. But um, I know Bobby was wanting to meet up with or meet uh, Randy too. So we'll see how it goes. And then I still got a few shirts, and I think I will, after I get done going through everything there, I'll see exactly what I've got left, and maybe I'll keep a few for the free pile over here. So someone like FC comes in and stuff and comes to the set. Maybe I got a shirt for him too. Um, so I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't a bunch of money. I enjoyed doing it. The biggest part is the people that are helping me take the shirts to the States, and getting them to the people in the States. That's Bobby and Jake and whoever else does it. You guys are awesome. Now, there's Traveler. How you doing? Hope you're well. Glad to see you could pop in. I'm only going to stay going here for maybe another, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes. But I will do something on that will thing. I think it's a good idea if you're here in Thailand and are married or whatever. I guess you don't have to be married, right? Um, and no Mexican restaurants, no Mexican. Trying to sneak that. You don't think I can see out? If I'm not on a rant, you can't get away with putting stuff in the chat. If I'm on a rant, you could probably go talk for 20 minutes, and I wouldn't know what's going on. But yeah, you guys ought to all meet up. That would if Robert's going to be around. I don't know if Robert's going to be around. I'm still going to. I still got to make it back there. I still want to take my wife back. She still hasn't seen snow before. Oh, I guess I'm tired. Um, and take her to see snow, and take her for a 2-3 week deal. I don't know if it'll be this year or not. I still haven't. I think I've got to get back, and I might come June, July, August, somewhere around there. I'm in Calabasas, Franklin Parks. Only truck in the parking lot. Yeah, you guys are lucky you attract that stuff. Crazy people. I don't like crazy people, and I don't like stupid people. Um, you know, stupidity I can't deal with. But yeah, and like I said, if you guys didn't, a lot of people have done videos uh, on the meetup. There was 40 people there. I know that Jam did one. I did one. Bobby did one. Miley did one. Faw did one. There's a lot of people that did it. It was a really good time. The only thing that I didn't like about it is I didn't have enough time to talk to everybody. It's like crazy. You sit down and you talk to 2 or 3 people, and pretty much an hour, 2 hours pass, and you're eating on the other time, and then everybody goes. And like I said, next time when I do it, I'm going to. I think I'm gonna I'm going to stay a week and then plan. We did go out to lunch another day. I think Andy was there, Robbie was there, Jake was there. I was there with my wife and the kids. Um, and then hopefully when I do it again, the wife and kids, or at least my wife, will be there. I know a lot of people want to rap with her and say hello. And she just works, man. It's just a bummer. It's just the way it is. I just have to start going on. She did, and I didn't look at it, but she told me, was it last night or this morning? I think it was last night that Air Asia or Asia Air, whatever it is, they put on that thing like I had gotten in the past twice, where you pay the 5,000-6,000 baht and you get the almost free airline tickets around. So I'm going to check on that again because I might pop off and start traveling without her. If I can get that air and keep it in a budget area and go 2 or 3 days during the week, I can go quite a few places, leaving on a Monday, coming back on a Friday, because that's the same time I want to do the trailer deals, take off and do that. So I might check on it if somebody else is interested in there. I know that the first ones that I got, me and Mike's lived my ass off. Got it. He used it quite a bit. I did the first year. The second time I didn't use it that much, but just a couple of trips to Bangkok, damn near paid what I had paid for it. I don't think I have. Let's see if I can, because some people might be interested in that. Let me put it in Air Asia. Air Asia. Let's see. No, all flights. Discover deals. Let's see. Okay, let's pull it up and let's see. They have their own. Let's see. Allow. I'm going to allow them. Go here. Let me share the screen so you guys aren't completely oblivious. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry, guys. Remove. Oh, present. Share screen. No, that's not. There it is. Move. Okay, so let's see. Is it in English? Thai bot. Login, register. Check in flights. I know that they offer. Hotel invite you on a fun trip. International pass. What is that? What is this one? Lightning promotion for 6 days only. Code for 800 baht. Discount on all packages. Enter code Hotel Flash 2000. Annual flight ticket. Greater value on international routes. 880 baht. 888 baht per month with Asia Air. Domestic routes. Let's see if they have promotion. Travel to Vietnam, Air Asia flying directly to 4 popular cities. 1,500 baht. Additional reserve? No. I'll have to ask my wife to maybe send me. Let me see if they have a little deal here for choose your seats, fees, rates, rewards, group bookings, There is a credit card, insurance plan, bank promotions. Areas are promotions. Accommodation Singapore. That isn't what I want. I'm not seeing what I want to see. Discounts and special air promotions 2024. Yeah, I'll have to ask my wife because it was really good. It was like I want to say 5,000 baht, and let's see. Yes, English. Mm, discounts. The best promotions. Okay. Is that what I got? The same thing, isn't it? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'll ask her. I'll ask her. Do we lose a bunch of people? No, not too many. But it was really cheap and reasonable. I think I flew round trip from Bangkok to Buriram. Normally it would be a couple thousand baht or whatever, and it cost me like 300 baht. You basically pay for just the taxes and stuff, and it was really a good deal. I'll have to ask her. Hey Douglas, how you doing? Hope you were well. Randy, the cannabis dispensary is next door. I like the vehicle, man. Pretty cool. I don't think she looked excited at all. I think she could care less whether she got it. I'm just kidding. I'm friends with Douglas on Facebook, and there was about 8 pictures of the truck yesterday, and she couldn't have smiled anymore. But it, it was it's a very nice vehicle, Douglas. No doubt, she is a happy woman. Um, let's see. Douglas got to be kidding. Usually 100 baht, 200 baht tip when I get massaged. What are we talking about? I still, for the people that are annoyed at me, I've been in Thailand 5.5, almost 6 years now, and I have not gotten a Thai massage. So some people can jump on the bandwagon. My wife did pay for me to get a shoulder deal, and I think it was a bus stop or something that we were waiting for the bus to go. I think to come back from Pattaya to Surin one time when we'd taken the bus there, and she got me that. And I think I've had a foot massage once, but I've not had a Thai massage. All the medications at the hospital, 30 baht. What did I miss? Cost for Thai? Is that what it costs? Hey Brock, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. Douglas Wayne can usually give 100 to him. Temple. I missed something. Oh well. Yeah, Bobby. Good. Time to get going. You can drive to Missouri. There you go. Go fishing. He's talking about going across country. You guys have probably already talked about it. Dave, can you travel? No, no way. Never happened, Ron John. He's an animal. I couldn't do it. No way. Uh, yeah, a little bit weird because my feet are numb from neuropathy or whatever the hell, probably from diabetes or whatever. Not looking forward to them whacking my feet off either. Hopefully, the circulation stays good enough to keep them alive till I'm ready to die. Massage at the hospital, 30 baht. Huh. I'm gonna have to think about it. But I've never gotten one. And people I've told Chuck that, and I mean they get them, every other day. That seems that way. I shouldn't say that. A lot of people get the Thai massages. So I gotta have to try it. I'm worried about them hurting me. Here I am. What am I? 260, and I'm worried about a 60 pound Thai lady hurting me. According to Chuck, he said you just got to tell him, my knees are screwed up and whatever. And I got to try it. Every time I tell somebody I've been almost 6 years in Thailand and haven't had a Thai massage, they just basically laugh at me. Hey, the breakfast buffet at the Bella meet up for the best. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ron was making me coffee pretty much every morning. That was a good time, man. I had a great time. That's why I'm saying we'll do it 2 or 3 times a year. We'll do it when we want to do it. It's up to everybody. It's a family here, so when everybody wants to do it, we'll do it again. Um, I always wanted if they give free massages to women prison in Chiang Mai. They teach them massage there. Could be. You can live at 36,000 a month. That's pretty good, man. I mean, I didn't go in the water. I would have gone in the pool. When my wife did get here, she did bring me my bathing suit, but I never ended up doing that. It doesn't look like it. If you wanted to clam, it would like be the ultimate place to go out there and get some clam and bring them in and eat them. But I guess a lot of that area along there is that way. It was just the opposite in Phuket. You know, basically it's an island anyway. But any of the beaches that I went there were just they were awesome. So with the pain meds, what'd they give you? Do you, do you go into that in your video? I got to watch this video now. You know, I used to let the massage girl let them know about my knees before I had them fixed. Now they're very careful and gentle on my knees and not bending my legs. Cool. Yeah, I got to try it. Our prison massage, but it's like 150. They also sell banana bread for the women's prison. Uh, but I'm hoping to get there that way too. I'm hoping that by the time I can get in the trailer, get to Uncle Craig's place, he has at least a couple of digits left so that he can flip that pizza when we have our pizza cook-off in his on his land there. So keep a couple of digits there, Craig, so you can still operate that pizza peel, and we'll do that. But I am hoping to do that soon. I keep threatening. I got to get out. I've got to get this trailer done this weekend. Get out and do a 3-day test run down there. Then I'll go to Ko Chang for the holiday, and then I'll be back on the 20th of April. Sokran should be pretty much over, and then I'm that's April, maybe May, maybe the first couple of weeks, and I think I'm going to make a big swing. I think if I come up that way, I'm going to come up your way. I'd like to see Douglas. Now Mitch is up in the Chiang Mai Rai area. Bobby's telling me there's some gorgeous places to camp up above of that area up there, and do a 2 week deal. Even though I don't want to be gone from my wife that long, I'll have to suck it up and be a man and stop whining about it. You did. You do have scissor hands. Okay, just in case. That'll work. That'll work. You can cut the pizza, right? Um, yeah. Is she rolling blunts? Uh, he's got a pipe. Got a pipe. My phone battery is out. I'm the giant now. All right, Ron. Um, um, but maybe we ought to have a who can grow the best ganja competition on the channel. Um, we'll have to see. I can't grow it unless I know that it's completely decriminalized. I ain't taking no chances. I don't like jail. My timeline. Dave, do they have? Yeah, they had one here, Joe, that I could have bought. Only one that I know of, and I think that the guy still has it. I haven't looked in a long time, but if you go on Marketplace somewhere in Thailand here and put in Teardrop, there was only one that I knew of, but there are some smaller trailers. That's the way I wanted to go originally. I would have went with a Teardrop and a motorcycle, but the Teardrop that I've seen there, they're just a little bit too heavy, man. A little bit too heavy for anything that I had. I wanted to pull it with the Forza. Um, we'll have to see. But it was a regular deal. It didn't have an air conditioner. It did have a little solar panel on it. Typical back with the your little refrigerator deal there and your cooking area. It was kind of cool. I'm trying to think what it was. 100? No, I don't remember how much it was. Maybe I'll go. I can check. Um, you can be the test person for the week. Yeah, I don't smoke. I haven't done any kind of drugs, but especially the weed I did. I told you with the cluster headaches that I had. That's been 30 years now, 25 years, and that was with the filtered with the trimmings off of them. My nephew rolled me 3 of them, and they lasted 6 months. And I still had some left, and I haven't done it since, and I haven't had a headache. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Um, like I said, they still haven't scratched the surface on what that plant can do. I don't know. Let's see. What was I going to check on? Somebody enlightened me on. I got on a rant real quick. The teardrop campers for Joe. Let me see here. Let me go. Oh, I got to go to Facebook. Let me go to Marketplace. Let me put in teardrop. Okay. And let's see. No, they got one with a scooter, but no teardrop. There's a guy building these little. I think they're more for. Let me show you. I'll bring you guys up to speed here. Present screen. Sharing. Facebook. Yeah, you guys see that? Building these little capsule trailer park models. Um, you can see they use them for little coffee shops and stuff like that. But I'm just checking out this one. 45. But what is it? What does it open up to? Oh, he's got it on a Gull Wing. Wow. Thought it was a scooter. It looks like an ice chest. Has he got a place to sleep or no? He's got a clamp so it doesn't get stolen. No, it just looks like a trailer just to keep his stuff in. I had a tent trailer like that actually made out to the size of a king size bed. It was awesome. I pulled it with a full dresser. Oh, okay. Let's see. That was all they have, Joe. Let's see what these. Here's one for 100,000. Looks like a little homemade deal that you can make something with. Perfect trailer, have book and tax 100. Probably make something out of that. Definitely could out of that. Look, what has he got there? Is that water or air or what? I can't tell. Huh. Looks like the trailer is pretty well built. That's interesting for 100,000. That's not bad. But they did have one, Joe. They had one there, which obviously the guy's not. Either he sold it and he's just not advertising anymore. Because this is what I was going to build out, one of these on a trailer. But this one right here, I would have swooped down on that one for sure, for sure. But anyway, you could check this one, see if he's got any pictures. This one's got an air conditioner on it, but I don't know what it includes for the kind of cool looking, kind of nostalgia looking, right? I don't know what's included. Oh, maybe just like that. Maybe it's just bare inside. Uh, Explore. I can't read Thai, or I'd be all right. Let's see if it says in here. Sleeping car for accommodations, resort, shop, office, work site, easy to move. There are 3 sizes. Small size starts for 120,000 baht. Special price for fan page. Follow contents, blah blah blah. It doesn't really give you what but that looks interesting. They're way too low. Um, way too low. If I had to say, they're probably using a torsion system too. Which somebody had told me I should have probably checked into my trailer more and seen if they do have ways to raise the torsion, and I probably should have done that. But by the time that he had got started and started cutting on it, and I realized exactly what it was already out. So I don't have independent on each side. Do I really care? No, I'm not going to put it into any kind of dire situations like that. So, and I'm not riding in it. So I don't. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but it might be something you want checking. I think more and more people are gonna do this camping thing. It seems like something to do. What did I miss here? I burned a 15-foot tall plant the other day. The neighbors got working in the field. Uh, okay, and everybody's saying hi. Tip to change. Anyway, okay. You can build a 6-pack camper pretty easy with the same in the lower. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and they make some really nice campers. I was telling somebody about that. I think I was telling Bobby, but he's saying Jai nothing to do with that. She wants to stay in hotels and stuff, which I don't blame her. I like camping. I think it's fun. I just don't have the ability to do the moto camping like I wanted to because I can't get down on my knees and I'm just old. I'm not I'm not in good a shape as Craig's in, but with the trailer and stuff like that, and if I can and will get myself into decent shape again here over the next 6 months, I feel better already. A little bit of exercise. I'm going to start hitting the gym, so I will do that. Douglas doesn't divulge his location to anybody. I'm just kidding. Uh, yeah, I'll let him explain because I don't know exactly where. He's like off the map somewhere in the middle of flipping nowhere, from what I understand, which is can be good, man. The pictures I've seen of Douglas's place on Facebook and all that is awesome, awesome. And like I said, I want to make it that way. So what I'll probably do once I get the trailer fixed, hopefully this weekend, and once I get it out and do a 3-day trip, get back here, I'll start pinpointing my way to make that big loop up and around, and hopefully I can hit Douglas and Ron and and Craig and Mitch now up there, and maybe hit a couple other places and come back. I'll put it on there, and because I don't want to drive more than 5 or 6 hours a day. And once I get to a place, like if I'm going, I'll spend a couple of days, maybe near Douglas's place, and a couple of days at Craig's place, and a couple of days over wherever by Ron somewhere, or whatever I do. I'm just going to take it easy. I don't need to be rushing myself. Yeah, easy does it. Exactly. I am in 130 kilometers from Chiang Mai. Yeah, I think Mitch sent me a diagram from where he's at, and I think it was 15. I can check real quick. I won't show it to you guys, but I will. I think he'd get. Was it online? It might have been online. Yeah, there it is. 13 hours and 42 minutes from me up there. So that if it takes me a couple of, I don't know where, if you're closer, Douglas, or whatever, but if when I pinpoint it, I'll know where I want to go. But I'm looking forward to meeting Douglas. Stand up guy, in my opinion, so far. I might get there and he might go, "I don't like you." You never know. Um, Ron John Douglas. Ron Douglas wants to know when you're going to come visit. Northeast of me. Yeah, so I want to get up there and meet Douglas's wife and his Thai family, and he's got a real Thai farm, as does Craig. Except Douglas, do you delegate anything that has to do with power tools? Do you delegate to younger Thai people? I know I do, but I will check with the missus. Cool, and you know that GI Ant is Ron. I'm imagining is quite a guy. Yeah, I got that opinion. We've communicated to one another before, and seems like Douglas is my kind of guy. So stand up, people. I don't, there's life's too short. Like I said before, I realized in the long run, um, I think the trick to most of this end of life, I don't like calling it end of life, my happy time, surround yourself with good people, good stand up people, and that's what I've tried to do. Everything that, and the 40 people that were at the meetup and all the people that I've met face to face so far have just been the kind, you know. There you go. Sounds like a smart woman. Yeah. Where's Craig? Not saying that Craig's wife isn't smart, but maybe she needs to lay the law down that no more power tools for the big guy. Um, oh, Randy, waiting for Bobby. Let me know where to meet on the second towards his house in Rancho Cucamonga. Cool. I hope you guys all three to get together. That would be kind of cool. Um, very nice. I got the impression that Douglas is a character, but my kind of character. I like people that are, you don't have to pussyfoot around and to be a good person doesn't mean that you have to make, everything rosy and you know the hard questions sometimes need to be asked, and as long as you're respectful and stuff. I like somebody to want to get to know me, want to know about me. I've got people say that I say way too much about myself, and maybe that's true, but I don't care. I feel like I have a family here on this YouTube channel, and and I like them all. So hopefully I get to meet everybody, which would be awesome. I mean, he doesn't talk much. Is that what you say? I just like this statement. Very smart woman. And my wife doesn't even have to, a drill motor. I got to drill a hole or something, or unscrew a screw or something like that. I'll do, but grinders and stuff, I'm just not going to mess with them anymore. They have a tendency to kick, and I don't know what happened with Craig. I'll look at the video after I get done here, but a lot of that stuff. If you're not 100% focused on what you're doing, man, the stuff can bite you. That's why they call it bite you. Can grab you, Yeah, I kind of got that impression too, and I like that. Yeah, I think he's saying you're old, Douglas. I think he's saying you're old. When you're old and wise, man, that's what they like here in Thailand, right? I've got them all: old, fat, and wise. So I've got everything covered. I love Thailand, man. And I am going to kind of miss doing my little rap sessions. And who knows? There might be a 9 coming out. I don't know. Between now and next week, a lot of people are sending me nice stuff, saying, I really enjoying it, and I could just sit and listen to you and talk about anything, type deal, emails and comments, and so who knows? I might do it. Well, we camped in about 50 motels in the last 2 months. Yeah, you did. But Bobby was telling me when we went to eat with Andrew and Quan, um, that when they were up in that area up above, and I don't know, over a little bit, with just some absolutely beautiful areas to camp and stuff. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to really try to push it and get a hold of the solar man and get him here and get everything so that the kids will help me get everything loaded out of here. There's still some boxes here that need to go in the trailer. Get the truck done, get everything hooked up, get it pulled out and put over and ready to go, and then maybe blow out Monday and go for a couple of days. Maybe Monday night, Tuesday night, a couple of nights ought to be fine. Come back on Wednesday and then get ready to. Because what do I got? When we're talking, shoot, let's see here. Today's the 29th. So if I go next week, it would be like the 1st through the 5th, sometime in there. That next week, we're leaving 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, we're heading out to Ko Chang. That'll be fun. I will do a bunch of video on that. I'll let the kids take the camera and do a bunch of stuff too. and put it up because they like to tell their friends to watch so they see it too. We want me to make 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, a lot of people are saying, what about when you were younger? I'm going, no, that's going to have to be a whole nother channel. Hey, Alex, how you doing, brother? Glad to see you could make it by. I fell asleep and I missed Miley's. Miley specifically pulled me aside and asked me if I would hit her up her lives. I think they were on Wednesdays, and yours, and I missed it. So I'll tell her I'm sorry, or if she's listening, sorry. I will make the next one. Oh, I hope. It just I fall asleep at like 8:30, so I have to really make sure that I'm awake. If you guys aren't subscribed, he hardly has any subscribers, so subscribe to him. Alex is one of the good ones, uh, and he's going to do extremely well. Him and Miley. Miley's pumping it up and starting to push it a little bit. I'm kind of actually glad to see that, especially with anybody Thai in Thailand. I like to see them if they could make a few dollars on a YouTube, which actually YouTube is put together for people to actually make money. So for all you trolls out there that think people are doing something wrong by making money on a platform that was put there to make money, you're idiots. But you probably know that. But it I like to see that. Yeah, she's monetized now, so you guys can give her an extra bump. Uh, Wednesdays at 8 and Sundays at 8. There you go. Thai time, of course. And uh, but that's cool. And like I said, I like to see that. Anybody, Fa, any Thai person whatsoever, anybody that wants to make money, why not? I don't really care. I give my wife takes it all, goes into her AdSense account, and I'm happy with that. But somebody else to make a little bit of dough can, like I said, it's all relative. This much dough to one person is this much to another. It's all relative. And if you can make a little bit of money, why not? And she's got the ability to do it. So keep it up if you can hear me. Um, Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. She can use as many people as Yeah, they're gonna hate, and they're idiots, but that's just the way it goes. Like I said, man, I found out a long time ago that I really don't like bullies. Okay, and I really don't like haters, and I found out years and years ago that you can't even beat the stupidity out of somebody. If they're stupid, they're just stupid. They can't help themselves. So now I'm sabai sabai. We had talked about this before, especially here in Thailand. Alex is on the same page and comes from a fighting background, and he's the first one to say you need to control yourself and defuse situations and buy someone a beer and say, you don't want to do that. Why don't we just have a good time? And that's the way and the right attitude. You don't want to be, especially with Thai people, but I think at all here in Thailand, we're here to have a good time and retire. I'm lucky because I don't really have um, anybody around me that I don't have a walking street or where there's 9 million drunk Farangs and people looking for trouble. So I've got it a lot easier, which is I'm glad. But Alex, I like the way that he talks about that. So I'm glad. I'm glad. But it is, and if you want to, you've always got options. If there is something that has to be done, they have gloves, they've got rings, they've got stuff in controlled environments. If you want to beat on each other and go solve your differences, just don't do it in the street and don't be stupid about it, and don't lay a hand on a Thai person. Shouldn't really be laying hands on anybody. But like I said, I know if I got backed into a corner, I'd probably have to do something sooner or later, but I would hope it would be way later now. Um, Especially when my wife was sabai sabai in this ear all the time, and it's good. I should be. It's the way I should be. Besides, I'm 67 years old. I mean, I could get hurt. Let's see. My little bro can fight, and now Alex, he is 70, by the way. Just got his black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Very good, bro. All my family in the States all have their black. They taught one side of the family teaches, and they all have their belts. Me, I'm a boxing guy. Plus, I'm too old. I don't think I could. I don't think I could lift my feet if it in any kind of Thai boxing. But the jujitsu, I think, is awesome. Anything that work, stuff that works your mind and makes you think, I think is good. No feet, also. Yeah, I'm, I'm too fat for that. Uh, let's see, Bobby. That is definitely not true. I just like to talk when I get. Yeah, you don't get to speak English. That's what I get to do here, Douglas. I get to speak English for, well, over 2 hours now on Mondays and Fridays. I get to speak English, ramble as much as I want to. Street Fighter retired. Yeah, I'm glad I'm too old and away from all that stuff. And it is. I was working myself up when I first got here. Actually, the ones that calmed me down the most, Alex, was James. James was the one that's saying, "Dave, what are you even, getting getting upset or whatever over? You're there, And then my wife too. They're barking dogs. She had the exact deal. And now that I look at stuff in that way, and people have pretty much left me alone, which is cool. I'm grateful, uh, and I've kept my mouth shut. I haven't been bashing anybody that's been bashing me. I just let it go. But James was the one, the very first one that said you just need to let it roll. But yeah, if you guys aren't, I know somebody put up. Hold on, let me see. Miley here. There's her. Please subscribe if you can. Like I said, anybody that's on this channel is more. If you're a moderator, just post everybody's link. They're all good people. Anybody that's actually in this chat that is actually talking are the good ones. Those are the ones you want to listen to and follow. Yeah, if you follow Chocolate Man and Van and his fellow van lifers recently ran into a moron. Yeah, I did. I saw that. Yeah, I did see that, Randy. And I actually got a thing sent to me saying I was a Chocolate Man top something subscribers, and it showed a deal. They wanted me to do a bunch of stuff, and I said no. You made some kind of a list this week or something. Because I watched him. Usually he posts early in the morning. I'm up at 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I watch Chuck's. He usually gets his out about 6, and Chocolate Man, depending on when it is. I say Chocolate James. When he puts them out, I watch them. But I've always watched that kind of stuff. Not so much van life, but that kind of solo camping, catching cooks, that kind of stuff. They really moto camping, solo camping. Uh, I really like. So I I I have no problem watching James's stuff. Taekwondo. Was it the same kid or the same? Who did you say it was? Brock. I forgot already. That's how much my brain. Let's see. Oh, your little brother. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's why I don't understand. There's some people that do the haters and that kind of stuff, and they say stuff which they believe there's no consequences, which in my life has never been top of the list. There's always been consequences, but they don't know you. I mean, I'm sure your little brother doesn't run around showing what he does and stuff like that. But people antagonize and threaten people with bodily harm. They don't even know who they are, what they're capable of. All they know is I'm on YouTube, and probably no one will do anything, and there's no consequences if I call their wife a whore, or if I call their this that, and no consequences. Really, really. uh, maybe in Thailand, but sooner or later, you're going to run into somebody that, you went back to the United States if you're American, or you went back here, and you're going to run into somebody on their turf where they're not worried about anything. Hopefully, I'll never be put in that position. I don't think I'm going back. I'm going to only go back once a year to see my grandkids, but that's going to be about it. But I never quite understood how people did that. Oh, dropped my pen top. My fancy pen my wife gave me. And the fancy big ass ring I'm wearing now that I guess I'm going to wear for a while. Reminds me of the good old days when all of them were filled with uh, sharp, sharp protruding objects. Let's see. Let me catch up. Douglas, too much talking. Not enough time chance to keep up with you. Robert saying Chocolate Van James had a impaired driver. Yeah, I saw that today. Yeah, and that he was kind of debating. See, that's one of those things that I would never do. Even though the guy was out there, I probably would have tried to pull up along, do something stupid because I wouldn't call the cops. It's just not the way that my life goes. But not that I have anything against law enforcement anymore, but it's just the way that I was. It's in my blood. I just don't do it. I'll handle whatever. But I don't fault James in any way. The guy was out of control. I almost hit like 3 or 4 people floating over in the other lane, and I think I would have tried to, depending on what kind of car I was in, try to move him over, roll him off the side somewhere. But yeah, I watched that one myself this morning. Douglas. Yeah, you need to be in good shape because you got to walk up like 200 flights of stairs to get to. Just kidding. Bobby and Jai's place is really nice. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you watched the videos. We definitely will, Bobby. Looking forward. We get back. Nana's ready to put her truck through the paces. Yeah, I bet she's ready to hit the road. Um, Good plan, Douglas. Randy Woods would never hurt me. Also, people are cowards. They pull out guns. Oh, yeah, they do. That's what I said, man. What scared the shit out of me, Alex, was Fresno. I don't know if you're familiar with that area, but I think they've got per capita gangs in Fresno are probably some of the worst in the world and the most populated. And where I lived right above there, and my kid went to school up in the hills, which I was grateful for. But when he got into high school, they had the Cinema 12 plex down there that all the kids went to. And my whole life, whether I liked it or not, I'd already instilled in him that you don't take shit from anybody. And I had to eat those words in certain sense with my child. That these guys, first off, they're not going to worry about rat packing you. Taking 8 guys and kicking the crap out of you. But I'm not worried about that. A little beating, that's the way it goes sometimes. But that the days don't warrant that anymore. They're going to run back to their truck, grab a 9mm, and come and kill you. And now my son's dead. Why? Because he didn't look right or something stupid. So thank God he made it through all that. I got 4 grandchildren, and he works so much, I don't think he could ever get himself in trouble again. But they are cowards. No one wants to go fisticuff and pick you back up and say, "God damn, that was a good fight. Let me buy you a beer." You know. But those days are gone, I think. Choo choo choo. Made a video a few days ago on an American who got killed by. Yeah. That was the one that kind of. I did go back and watch that, by the way. Alex is good on that stuff, man. He's not. Uh, Usually, this is just my interpretation of what I run across in my life. The guys that are always running their mouths about what they can do and how much damage they can do and blah, blah, blah are usually the ones that don't have a clue to what they're doing. It's the silent guys that's just sitting there looking you up and down and shaking their head, going, mm-hmm. Those are the guys. And don't go by size. I remember my stepdad said he never he never got beat so bad by a one armed 120-pound man that beat the crap out of him. And my stepdad was a tough son of a bitch. So when he's saying that, and that's the deal. The ones that are running their mouth about how they're going to beat you, because there's always somebody bigger and badder right around the corner. So so just stay calm. You're retired. You're in Thailand. Have a good time. Let's see. Yep, not worth it. If you're over 30 and worried about street fights and talking about street fights, you're doing something wrong. Exactly, Alex. And you know what? It just the biggest thing that I had the hard time that I kept on and falling back on what James was saying and what my wife was saying. First off, I mean, if I get kicked out of Thailand, my wife and my whole Thai family's here. Uh, what am I going to do? I'm married, you know. My wife can't leave; she's working. It'd be a nightmare. So that's one thing that I was, thinking about. But the other thing is, it's just I don't know. I like my what they've got me now, sabai sabai, and like I said, unless somebody backs me in the corner and I feel like I'm in some kind of danger, uh, I will just say, you know what, you need to relax. Let me buy you a beer, whatever it takes. I will try to do, Farang or Thai. I think even more with the Thai, I think I have a better chance if I lay hands on a Farang getting off by probably just paying a fine. Uh, with a Thai person, I have a chance of getting kicked out of the country. Fun fact: the aircraft carrier Enterprise is so big. It has what? It has gang. It has gangs. Uh, let's see. Oh, he was on it. Alex was. You get a free ride on that, Alex? I bet you got a free ride on that. The bus is rocking. What did I see? Oh, there he is. Late? Yeah, hello. How you doing, Robbie? The bus is rocking me to sleep. Time for an old man nap. Yeah, it's been almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. Um, I'm saying hi to Kitty. If Kitty's here, Kitty might be in school or maybe she's out. Uh, hello, Robbie. Hey, Robbie. Uh, thanks, Randy. Um, Brock, when I was in the Navy, we used to deploy with the U.S. Enterprise ones. Cool. And I don't know. I think 2 hours and 20 minutes is probably enough for me. Sorry, my voice is starting to go. Um, but I want to thank everybody for coming in and hanging out. We'll do it again on Monday. Even if I end up blowing out on the trailer, I will. I'll probably do the live stream, and then because it's only an hour and a half from here to uh, to where I'm going to go camping. So it should be a nice easy drive. So I'll probably do that. But you guys are awesome. If you guys aren't, I'll peek at the replay. We had a good time today. It went by really quick. I can tell when they go by quick. I know. You bet, Alex. And again, I'm gonna make it there. I'll let you know ahead of time, and we'll meet up and actually sit down and maybe go to dinner or lunch, whatever. We didn't get that much of a time to talk, um, but I definitely will do it. FC, thanks for coming by. I hope anything you got, come back in, ask whatever I can do for you on this end before you get here, or stuff that I can find out. I would be more than happy to do that. Um, hey, you bet. I like the GIN. All right, let's see. If you guys aren't familiar, Richard from Richard Travels was the gentleman that did the intro and the outro for me for free, and I like it, and I'll probably keep them. I dig them. I probably won't change much on that. And let's see. I found my outro. I want to thank everybody. Everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. And I will catch you on the next one.